All right, guys, I want to welcome you back to the Habit-Based Lifestyle Show. And today we're going to be talking specifically about the 12-month time machine. And this is really how we collapse time, 12 months of results into 90 days. Now, I want to break this down with you in a systematic way so you can actually begin to see the potential of results that you can get in your life and in your business. Now, one of the things that I often see with clients that come into habit-based lifestyle, or maybe, wanting to get into some type of coaching program, is typically they want to grow and build their business, but depending on how, these foundational areas of our life, how in order they are, doesn't mean they need to be perfect or whatnot, but when they go to build their business, it potentially begins to kind of unravel. And so the ones that I see be really successful are typically people who, when they build their business, they have, kind of the lifestyle side in order. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, but what it does is it begins to almost strengthen their business and all these other things. And one of the things that I've been able to witness in my own life is like, hey, when these areas are in order, when there's an intention behind them, when there's a focus behind them, and when there's a balance, then what begins to happen is I can focus, solely on my business, not solely, but I can really focus on growing my business exponentially. So I want to draw this out for you because I think this is something that's going to be really impactful. So as you're watching this, what I really want to show you is how to take 12 months, of results and do this over a 90-day period. Now, this is really, the 12-month time machine. And we're going to talk about collapsing time. So if you guys think about this, most people will, what they can do is say like, hey, I want to grow my business, or I want to grow inside of my physical health in one area of life. And they do that for a 90-day period or a certain amount of time. And they end up getting growth in that one area. But what happens is, let's say I have, these 5 areas of life, and let's say I try to grow in one area. Well, what happens is all these other areas may only be right here. And so I'm actually creating a bigger gap in those areas. Now, not all of them are going to be equal, but our idea is that we want to grow them all at the same time. Now, this only really offers me a 4x capability of growth over that 90-day period. And I'll explain what that means. So if you take a year, it's divided up into 4. So every 90 days, we have the ability to grow in one area 4 times or 4x the amount. Now, if I have 5 areas of life, I go 5 areas of life times me 4xing each of those areas. And that gives me a 20x or 20 times result. And I'm able to actually collapse time. And this is one of the ways that we're able to do this. Now we have 5 areas of health inside of habit-based lifestyle we teach on. We teach on your physical health, mental health, spiritual health, relational health, and financial health. So all of these areas represent an individual area of life. Now, these areas, we take 5 areas of health over that 90-day period, and we get 20 times the results. Not only that, we're getting it not just in one area of life, but we're getting it in 5 areas of life. And it's happening in 90 days. So this is how we collapse results and we collapse time. So as we do this, I want you guys to realize that you have the capability of doing this and living this way every 90 days. Now imagine over, the course of a year, doing this every 90 days, you actually have the potential of completely radically shifting your entire life. And what's great about this is most people, they may choose to grow in one area. Like maybe I grow in my business, but my relationships suffer. My spiritual life suffers. My mental health suffers. My physical health suffers. And so really, I'm just creating a greater gap in that. So this system is a lifestyle system. This is part of our Lifestyle Accelerator system that we are launching because we see that the clients inside of our Business Accelerator program, they do this, they get exposed to it, and their business grows exponentially. But we also see it as a need inside of our community and inside of our Facebook group that maybe you're not ready for the Business Accelerator yet. Maybe you're still kind of focusing in on your life, working on this. And I remember for myself about 7-8 years ago when I got introduced to this in a similar way, I began to reverse engineer the results that I wanted. And I began to see that, hey, in order for me to grow my business, I needed to actually work on my marriage, my relationship with God. I needed to work on those 2 areas in order to really grow in my business. And so once I understood that for many of you watching this, you might think, hey, I need more leads. I need more, sales. I need more of these things to grow my business. And I'm going to tell you that is false. What you actually probably need to work on is your relationship health, your spiritual health, and possibly your physical or mental health. And those would be your anchors in your life and keeping you from growing your business to the level you want. Now, no amount of leads that you're going to get is going to fix a relationship problem. No amount of leads is going to fix a spiritual problem. No amount of money you're going to make is going to fix a physical problem, health problem. But if you can identify which one of these is your anchor, this allows you to grow in these 5 areas and really 20x the results you're getting in your life. Now, imagine, your physical health, mental health, spiritual health, relational health, and financial health are in order. I take these and the power that I gain from this. Now I have power and I have profit, which gives me 20 times the results that I'm actually looking for. And so these are what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis to gain power in my life so that I can profit at a multiple level. And from that gives me 20 times the results that I ultimately want. And so that equation right there is a huge thing alone. Like there's no other system that's going to help you collapse time like this. There's no other lifestyle system that is going to help you grow exponentially, not just in one area, but in all 5 areas of health. And we're actually learning these at a much deeper level. These are not surface level growth. This is deep learning and deep understanding of physical health, not only what you look like externally, but what your body looks like and feels like internally, mental health, understanding how to mentally perform at a high level, spiritual level, being connected to God, and relational health being, whether it be your spouse, your marriage, your kids, the number 1, the number 2 relationships in your life, understanding how those work and function. And then your financial health. What is your purpose? What are you building for? Why are you showing up at work every single day? and building a legacy for the future. When you can get those in alignment and identify what you want in those areas, it's game over. You're going to wake up every day with power. You're going to be able to profit at a higher level, not just in your business, but these other areas of life. And you're going to see the results grow exponentially in all those areas. So if you guys have questions about the Lifestyle Accelerator program, drop in a comment, Lifestyle Accelerator. If you want to know more about what we're doing inside a habit-based lifestyle in this program specifically, you can also reach out to me, Jesse at habitbasedlifestyle.com. But until next episode, we'll see you soon.